Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE Friday Night SmackDown is set to air tomorrow on the USA Network. The 3-hour episode should be a big one, as it will continue the build towards Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania 41 so far. A number of matches and segments have been announced for the show. Most notably, Tiffany Stratton will put her WWE Women's Championship on the line against Nia Jax. Additionally, Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman, and Damian Priest will clash for a spot in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Nick Aldis, the SmackDown general manager, aims to put together the best show possible. One thing that could help the blue brand is a big signing or two. This would add some life to the brand, which after moving to a longer time slot always helps. This article will take a look at a few new signings Nick Aldis could potentially reveal on Friday Night SmackDown this week. This includes stars from NXT and big names who recently became free agents. Below are 5 new signings Nick Aldis could reveal on WWE SmackDown this week. Aleister Black is one of the best wrestlers in the world. He was a major hit in WWE's developmental brand, also holding the NXT Championship. Unfortunately, Vince McMahon seemingly didn't book him as well as Triple H did, and Black was ultimately released from the company after initially moving to the main roster after leaving WWE. Aleister became Malachi Black and competed in All Elite Wrestling. While he had some success in the company, he was underutilized almost as much as Vince McMahon did. Now, many are hoping he returns to the Stamford-based promotion so he can be booked better under Triple H. Nick Aldis could reveal that Aleister Black is signing with SmackDown. This would be logical, as Zelina Vega is also on the blue brand. She is Black's real-life wife, so it would make sense for Aleister to be on the same show so they can travel together. Roxanne Perez is called the Prodigy, and for good reason. She picked up wrestling at a high level at a young age. During her time in WWE, she has won the NXT Women's Championship twice and also held the brand's women's tag team titles. Currently, Perez is still on NXT, but she is also dabbling with WWE's main roster. She has appeared in the crowd on multiple occasions while also feuding with Bayley, one of Raw's biggest stars. Many expect Roxanne to sign with the red brand, but Nick Aldis could shock everyone and hire her to SmackDown instead. She could end her feud with Bayley on NXT and then chase Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton for main roster gold. Miro, FKA Rusev, is an absolute powerhouse. He wrestled in NXT, where he aligned himself with his now ex-wife Lana. The two later moved to WWE's main roster, and he found success as the United States champion. Unfortunately, he wasn't happy under Vince McMahon and later left the Bulgarian Brute, went to All Elite Wrestling hoping for freedom and opportunity. Unfortunately, he didn't quite get what he was looking for. Despite a few promising points, his time in the company was bizarre and lackluster. He could now return to WWE since he's allegedly a free agent. While Lana likely won't be by his side, Aldis could announce the signing and maybe even reveal that Rusev will return to the ring at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event on March 1. Fraxium is a tag team on the black and silver brand comprised of Axiom and Nathan Frazer. The duo first joined WWE through the NXT UK brand. They later joined the former black and yellow brand and formed a tag team. Since then, they have become 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions, and many feel, in terms of quality, they're among the best in the world. The duo of Nathan Frazer and Axiom have been unstoppable as the NXT Tag Team Champions, but almost to a fault. They have defeated almost every team available and are certainly ready for a main roster call-up. Notably, there was a teaser that the duo could face DIY on NXT many weeks ago. Nick Aldis could take advantage of the hype created by that teaser and sign both men to Friday Night SmackDown. This would truly set the tag team division on the blue brand on fire. Nick Aldis, the newly appointed general manager of WWE SmackDown, has been making waves since his arrival. Known for his charisma and leadership skills, Aldis has earned a reputation for being a master of surprises. This week on SmackDown, the anticipation surrounding Aldis' first major moves is at an all-time high. Speculation is rife about potential signings that could shake up the WWE landscape. Here are 5 exciting signings that Nick Aldis might unveil on SmackDown. 1. Sami Zayn's new ally, El Hijo del Vikingo. Sami Zayn, despite his antics, has always had an eye for opportunity, and Aldis knows how to capitalize on it. Zayn, who recently got embroiled in a high-profile feud on SmackDown, finds himself at a crossroads. With Aldis at the helm, Zayn sees the chance to shift gears and move toward international stardom. Enter El Hijo del Vikingo, the lucha libre sensation, who has made waves in AA and all over the globe. Why this makes sense. Aldis has been vocal about wanting to bring new, exciting talent to SmackDown, and Vikingo's high-flying, hard-hitting style could complement Zayn's more cerebral and manipulative approach to wrestling. The pairing of the two would provide a fresh dynamic, with Zayn pushing the narrative that he can now manipulate Vikingo into dominating the SmackDown division. Whether Vikingo will fully align with Zayn's tactics or eventually turn on him to establish himself as a face could provide an exciting storyline. Impact on SmackDown. The arrival of Vikingo would instantly elevate SmackDown's international profile. His breathtaking aerial moves would not only bring an edge to the show, but could inspire a new generation of fans. Alongside Zayn, the two would be a force to reckon with, pushing the boundaries of the tag team division and potentially setting up one of the most captivating rivalries in SmackDown history. 2. The return of the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Nick Aldis is all about making an impact, and what bigger statement than re-signing one of the most dominant forces in recent WWE history. Enter Braun Strowman, the man who has crushed everything in his path and left a trail of destruction wherever he goes. Why this makes sense. Strowman's absence from WWE television has created a void in the monster heel category, a category that SmackDown has lacked for some time. Aldis would recognize this and bring back Strowman to reclaim his spot at the top of the card. Imagine a rejuvenated Strowman with a new attitude, unleashed and untamed under Aldis' leadership. Strowman's return to SmackDown would provide an instant boost to the roster's credibility. Aldis can book Strowman in massive rivalries with the likes of Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, or even Seth Rollins. It's all about the big man impact, and there is no bigger statement than putting Strowman back in the title hunt. Impact on SmackDown. With Aldis calling the shots, Strowman would bring chaos and unpredictability to SmackDown. His larger-than-life persona would elevate the intensity of every match, making SmackDown's main event scene even more compelling. Whether he is aligned with someone or on a warpath to destroy every single superstar in his path, Strowman's return could set up monumental clashes with the likes of Reigns, McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes. 3. The Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka's mysterious transformation. One of the most unexpected and intriguing signings Aldis could make would be bringing back a new version of Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, but with a dark twist. Since her run in NXT, Asuka has always been one of the most dominant forces in WWE, and she is overdue for a transformation. Under Aldis' leadership, SmackDown could offer her the opportunity to reinvent herself and dominate the women's division in ways that haven't been seen before. Why this makes sense. Asuka's recent character shift has been subtle, but it has hinted at something darker within her. By aligning herself with Aldis, she could transition from a former champion with a clean persona to someone who is willing to go to any lengths for success, becoming a more unpredictable and dangerous force on SmackDown. The new Asuka could be more menacing and manipulative, with Aldis orchestrating her rise back to the top. She could leave a path of destruction in her wake, taking out SmackDown's biggest stars, and reclaiming her place as one of the most dominant women in the company. Impact on SmackDown. With this shift, SmackDown's women's division could see an interesting and dynamic transformation. Asuka's newfound dark edge would allow her to feud with and elevate others in the division, creating unforgettable rivalries with stars like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and Bianca Belair. Aldis, being a shrewd tactician, could use this version of Asuka to completely dominate the SmackDown Women's Championship scene, leading to both Match of the Year candidates and intense storylines that keep the division fresh. 4. The Submission Magician, Zack Sabre Jr. If there is one thing that SmackDown needs, it's more technical wrestling, and what better way to bring that to the forefront than signing Zack Sabre Jr., one of the world's most technically gifted wrestlers. Sabre Jr. has made waves in promotions around the globe, most notably in New Japan Pro Wrestling (NJPW). His style is a perfect fit for Nick Aldis, who has always emphasized the importance of storytelling and technical prowess in the ring. Why this makes sense: Nick Aldis, a technical wrestler himself, would immediately recognize the value in bringing Sabre Jr. into SmackDown. With Aldis running the show, Sabre Jr. could be positioned as the quintessential technician, one who uses his mat-based skills to systematically dismantle his opponents. Sabre Jr. His focus on submission-based offense would bring a new layer of storytelling to every match, making every fight feel like a battle of strategy. Sabre Jr. His presence would also provide an opportunity for younger wrestlers to learn from one of the best technical wrestlers of this generation, creating a fresh dynamic on SmackDown, where every match could feature intricate storytelling and meticulous wrestling. Impact on SmackDown, Sabre Jr. Signing could result in some incredibly technical, hard-hitting matches. He would be a perfect foil to a number of SmackDown's top stars, from Seth Rollins to Gunther to even Cody Rhodes, bringing something fresh to the product. Aldis could book Sabre Jr. in long, compelling feuds based on his mastery of the mat, elevating the technical side of SmackDown and giving it a distinct identity from Raw. Fans who appreciate the intricacies of submission-based wrestling would flock to SmackDown to witness these epic contests. 5. The iconic return, Trish Stratus. Finally, in what could be the most surprising signing of all, Nick Aldis could make the bold move of bringing back Trish Stratus, one of the most iconic and revered names in women's wrestling. Stratus, after her legendary career, has not been a regular fixture in WWE, but Aldis could see the value in bringing her back to elevate the women's division in a way that has never been done before. Why this makes sense: Aldis is all about bold moves, and signing someone like Trish Stratus would be a statement that SmackDown is going to be the place for the top-tier talent. Trish's legacy is undeniable, and her return would provide a sense of legitimacy to the SmackDown women's division. Trish's wisdom, charisma, and in-ring ability would be instrumental in mentoring younger talent and pushing the division to new heights. Stratus could act as a cornerstone for the division, perhaps even entering into a short feud with the likes of Charlotte Flair or Ronda Rousey, before eventually passing the torch to the next generation of women's wrestlers. Her presence on SmackDown would create fresh storylines, rivalries, and unforgettable matches that honor both her legacy and the future of women's wrestling. Impact on SmackDown. Trish Stratus signing would instantly elevate the SmackDown women's division and add star power to the roster. She would serve as both a mentor and a competitor, bridging the gap between the past and present. Her interactions with established stars like Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley would provide excellent moments of drama and intrigue, while also creating the opportunity for Trish to give back to the company by helping elevate the newer faces on the roster. Conclusion. With Nick Aldis taking the reins of WWE SmackDown, the future is looking incredibly exciting. These 5 potential signings: El Hijo del Vikingo, Braun Strowman, a transformed Asuka, Zack Sabre Jr., and the legendary Trish Stratus, would completely reshape the landscape of SmackDown and set the stage for a thrilling new era. Aldis has proven time and again that he knows how to make an impact, and these signings would be the perfect way to establish his authority while giving SmackDown the fresh energy it needs to dominate WWE. The question remains: how will SmackDown respond to these bold moves? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: under Nick Aldis' leadership, SmackDown will be the place to be in 2025. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.